So I wanted to say just a couple of words first. My mom gave me two really wonderful, wonderful gifts that have shaped my life in so many ways. The first one was that she gave me voice lessons. She had me take voice lessons when I was in high school, and that was a time when it was fairly rare for a high school student to have voice lessons, but that was the first gift. And the second gift was that she gave me her piano, and her piano was a gift from my father, Leon, and it was from a bonus that he had, that he got from his job, and he bought this for her. And she knew that I was making my living in music, and so she gave me her piano. And if you know me, you know that I use the piano and I use my voice every day of my life, and so it was the greatest gift that anyone could give me. This song is one that my brother John discovered, and it was written by Judy Collins for her mother, and it's called In the Twilight, and it's about those final months when she was in, for us, it was about when she was in Citizens Nursing Home, which was a wonderful place, and they totally took care of her. And so it's about what Judy Collins calls the twilight year, the twilight months for us. And I have to apologize to Judy Collins because I changed a couple little things. Not very much. I tried to be very true to the song. She's a lady, and she barely knows her name now. In the twilight, as she sleeps, and her memories chase her down the days of childhood, there was music, always music. And her brother, he was Robert, a soldier and a fighter on the Western Front, and her children, who were beautiful and yearned to be together. She's a lady, and she's sleeping like a princess who will wake up and drink amber from a slipper made of diamonds. She was married to a kind man who was my father, such a charmer, and another Robert who holds her fragile hands while I am weeping. Chardonnay in a crystal glass, amethyst on her fingers, roses and forget-me-nots in the garden where she lingered, while around her the snowy peaks through her eyes with wonder. All of her betrayals drowned in the roaring canyon's thunder. She's a lady, she was always dressed in silk and had her hair done, and her clothes were pretty colors, and the scent of the Chanel in her satin cloak when she went dancing with my father when they were very young. She's a lady, she saw nearly 20 presidents, and she voted for Obama in the old days. Sipping Kier, she'd argue with her children who had opinions about everything that mattered, and she'd tell them of the time she played Rachmaninoff. Chardonnay She's a lady, and she barely knows my name now in the twilight, and she sleeps most of the day, and when she wakes up, she says she's going home now, and asks me how I knew where to find her in this home that's not her home. She sees her garden growing wild since she had to leave the sweetness of those afternoons at her piano, where Leon kept the flowers blooming. She's a lady, and she's going home, she tells me, as her eyes close in the twilight. I ask her where she smiles and tells me it's a secret, and then she's gone, just like the flowers in her garden. Chardonnay in a crystal glass, amethyst on her fingers, roses and forget-me-nots in the garden where she lingered. All around her the snowy peaks, through her eyes with wonder, all of habit trails drowned in the roaring canyon's thunder. Sweet June, my mother, who gave me her piano. Gigi, Grandma, Mom, we love you still, we always will.